Good evening, children. Welcome to one more story session with me, Gayatri Auntie. Story time, story time. Come join me in my story time. Story time, story time. Come join me in my story time. You'll enjoy, it's not boring. I'm sure you won't end up snoring. You'll enjoy, it's not boring. I'm sure you'll not end up snoring. Story time, story time. Come join me in my story time. Story time, story time. Come join me in my story time. It's looking time, it's listening time, it's laughing time and it's learning time. Looking time, listening time, laughing time and learning time. It's time to have so much fun. It's time to have so much fun. I want to share this with everyone. So, story time, story time. Come join me in my story time. So lovely to have you all back in Gayatri Auntie's story session. So today's story, can you guess what it is? Okay, too many guesses coming at a time. I'm not able to hear clearly. So let me tell you what it is. It is the story of the unhappy moon. Oh, so sad. The story of unhappy moon written by Saras. So shall we get into the story without wasting any more time? Moon was not happy. When sun was out, people did things. Yes, when the sun is out every day, we do a lot of things. It's bright and shiny. But when moon came out, they went to sleep. Oh my God. By the time she was high in the sky, everyone was snoring away to glory. Oh, that maybe worried our moon. What a sunny day, people would say. Or, there's no sun today, it's going to be cloudy. But moon was pale and forgotten. She wanted so much to be noticed by people. Why is nobody noticing me? They all go to sleep when I am there. See, what a lovely picture. With a nice sun, right over here. Moon knew that even from where she was, she could play around with water in the oceans and seas. Where was she? She was right up high in the sky. But she knew from where she was, she could easily play around with the water in the oceans and seas. She could push waves onto the beaches and then pull them back. If she made the waters leap high, she thought maybe people would pay attention to her. Oh, so that's what Moon was thinking. She was thinking that she would do some of her tricks with the waves in the ocean. Oh my God, I don't know what Moon is going to do. She went to her favorite spot where three seas met at the southern tip of India at Kanyakumari. What were those three seas? Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea. Southern tip of India where all the three oceans met. So Moon focused her attention at that point. There, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean mingled together. But you could still tell them apart because they had three distinct colors: sapphire, indigo, turquoise. The sand on the shore had many colors too: yellow, red and black. Moon churned the three seas. Each one she treated differently. Arabian Sea swelled and tossed broad waves onto the shore. Bay of Bengal made frothy waves that looked like cotton candy. Wow! Indian Ocean reached for the sky. Oh my God! A huge whirlpool formed where their wild waves met. "Enough," the seas cried. "Stop your silly games, Moon. You have scared everyone. No one comes to swim or play on the beaches. No ships sail from our coast because they are scared of all the waves. They are scared that it may be a tsunami that is coming." You know what is a tsunami? Yes, it could be a terrible disaster to everyone if there is a tsunami. "I'll find other waters to play with if you don't like what I do," grumbled Moon. Heading north, she saw many rivers crisscrossing the land. But they were all flowing to join the three seas who had scolded the Moon. Some of them either went to the Arabian Sea, some of them went to Bay of Bengal. So since these three seas had scolded the Moon, she did not want anything to do with them. She saw pools of water in paddy fields, but they were too small. Moon can't play with them. She's watching. She's trying to watch with which kind of water can I play and get the attention. She glided over deep forests so thick with trees that she could not see anything through them. When the land turned dry and dusty, the little water that Moon could see was only in the wells that were there in villages. But what could she do with these little tubes of water? See, the Moon is very puzzled. She is going through in the sky and traveling across so many different kinds of landscapes. Some had lots of water, some had lots of plants and trees, some had very less water, some had big oceans and seas. At last, way up north, Moon saw her chance. The calm blue water of the Dal Lake in Kashmir was dotted with shikaras and surrounded by colorful gardens. She stopped in excitement. She would flood the gardens and give the shikaras a shake and wobbly feeling. She yanked and tugged, but the waters didn't stir. The trees swayed gently in the gardens and the shikaras were cruising along. These are the shikaras that were cruising along. They are the boats. Let's see what happened. Moon then sped out of India to where Lake Manasarovar sparkled like a round crystal in the snowy Himalayas. She could see through the clear water to the pebbles of many colors at the bottom. Near the Himalayan mountains lies the Manasarovar lake. Moon was just stumbled looking at the beauty of this place. She was dumbfounded, awestruck. She heaved so hard that she shivered, but there was not a single ripple in the lake. The pebble was just rolling across the river. The water was as still as the mighty mountains. She tried her level best. No use. Tired and sad, Moon went back to the three seas down south. "You won't let me play with you, and I can't do anything with the lakes. How can I get all the people to look at me, notice me, think about me and talk about me, and not just about the sun?" "Don't frighten them," said Arabian Sea. "Why not try to charm them and make them happy?" said Bay of Bengal. "Every month you grow bigger and smaller. Sun can't do that," said the Indian Ocean. All of that made Moon think. Like now you all are thinking, the Moon was also made to think. Perhaps the seas were right, she thought. Twice a year, Moon's nights were as long as Sun's days, and that was when the seasons changed. She would make those nights very special. So she began to gleam gold at the start of the spring season to welcome the flowers after the close of winter season, and flame more orange in color to greet autumn. So she started changing her colors and adding beauty to her already existing beautiful form. Every night she changed the way she looked, but only a teeny weeny little bit. Sometimes she outdid herself by becoming round twice a month instead of once. Those nights she put on a special shimmer, so people called her Blue Moon. So she's changing herself little by little, day after day. When we say from no moon, there is a full moon. From a full moon, there is a no moon. Those nights were beautiful nights when the moon shone like a blue moon on the sky. I have not seen one. I hope you guys get to see one. When moon went again to the tip of India, she beamed at the three seas, rolling cheerily side by side. Happy at last, all the three of them asked. Oh yes, replied Moon. People are now singing songs and writing poems about me. They get inspired when they look at me. And best of all, when I come very close to earth and fill their windows, they even call me Super Moon. Wow, that's one big super moon that comes very close to earth. And don't ever forget that it is when you shine down in all your shapes and colors that children can dream their dreams and be happy, replied the three seas. Oh yes, I will never forget it, said the moon, who was always and always happy and never ever sad. The end. I hope you all enjoyed this story of the unhappy moon, but in the end becomes the happy moon. I'll see you again next time with another story. Till then, it's Gayatri Aunty signing off and saying bye-bye. Stay home, stay safe. Ta-da!